Hello, Internet. Ticketmaster, joined by...
Buff Larkin. Oh, Tekken. It's been a while. And you know something? As much as I miss you every single day, pretty much every breath I take, it's one of those Sting songs, I think, it's how I feel about you. But I'm going to say this. Happy belated birthday to you. Yeah, getting older. 30 years old you are. How does it feel to be at the big 3-0?
It's just a number.
It is.
It doesn't really feel anything.
You know something? If you flip the numbers around, it's only like you're 3 years old. Really? So that's not bad. You're just walking. You're starting to walk. How's that? Boom. There you go. Now, here's the story of my life. My sister is 50 years old. 50 last year. I turned 40 last year. 40. 10 years difference. We're the only siblings. There's a 10-year gap between us. What does that mean, Tekken? It means that I was a mistake. But you know something? But you know, I was a whoops. Oh, okay. It's like, oh, okay. But I'm going to, and I said it from the very moment when I came out of the chute. I said, I'm going to be the best mistake there ever was. And for 40 years, I have. Now, there's a 10-year gap. Now, I look back, and my brother is 30 years old in the same year. My brother. That's awesome. It's like you're part of the family, Big T. That's the important thing. That I want to tell you is that you're like a brother to me. I'm always going to look out for you, and you'll always take care of me when I get older and get my diaper changed, all right? That's the important thing. The code I use for it is boom boom. So when you hear that, you know what you have to do. But my sister's 50, I'm 40, and my brother, Big T, is 30 years old. And I'm so happy for you. I'm glad that somehow you survived 30 years. Like when I got into Gap, well, you live in the States, so that already it's a 50-50. You make it to 30. So there you go. So I didn't even feel what I was going to say. So anyways, so I want, also this month, all right, it's Black History Month. So now I haven't said nothing yet. There's nothing to laugh at, Black History.
I just wondered if you had this planned out before you started.
Tekken, how much have you known me by now to know I don't plan anything out? I'm like an artist. You give me a blank canvas, and I just throw paint at it, or I'm like a monkey, and I throw my feces at the wall. It's one of the two. I like to think the artist one is much better. But it's Black History Month in the month of February, and so I would like to ask you a question, since you are an African American, and you have a rich sense of history. Okay? Does that sound good? All right, here we go. All right, Iggy Azalea. What's up with her?
What does it have to do with history month? All I know for her, she's some music artist. I don't even know. I'd have to look it up on Wikipedia or something.
Well,
I can't even answer that question.
No, well, you should, because here's the problem, all right? I'm driving home from dropping the kids off at school, and up comes that Iggy Azalea song with her and Ariana Grande. You listen to Ariana. She pretty much goes on your intercom all day when you hear the music, right? Where you work, they have music, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, so you probably heard Ariana Grande. Well, then you got Iggy jumping in there with some rapping, and she's British. I do believe British, maybe Australian. British. and she's white, but she's talking like she's not. Now, is she insulting of your race?
No.
Okay. Have you actually heard her?
Only if the lyrics are like racist.
No. But she.
Oh, well then no.
Okay, good, because that's a big fight with everybody right now. They say, why are you acting like you're a gangster when you're not? And that's and I just want to make sure from the African American standpoint that she's not offending you. Because if she did, I would turn to my children and say, "Stop listening to her. Big T doesn't like her." And then there you go. All right. I just wanted to clarify that for the both of us. All right. That Iggy Azalea is okay with Big T. Big T gives her the thumbs up. You keep rapping. And there you go. Perfect. All right, so we are here now to talk about comics that we've been reading, which you haven't read jack squat about, and video games, which I've played jack squat about, yet we still somehow can merge together and make this into a nice little talk. Isn't that good? I thought. But first, before we get all that out of the way, let's get this out of the way. HDMI cables. I go to my local Walmart to get myself a pair of HDMI cables, and I see one, and I need like a good 10-footer because I'm trying to take my my computer, my desktop computer, and tie it into my big screen TV, so I can actually play. And here's the little backstory to it. I have now, you know, I'm a big wrestling fan, right, Tech?
Yeah.
So I have discovered the greatness that is New Japan Pro Wrestling. Konnichiwa! Tekken. Big T. All right. So anyways, but I can only get it through the online streaming. So therefore, I'm trying, instead of having to use up my laptop to plug in to go through the big screen TV, I want to take it from the computer and link it in through the TV. Therefore, it leaves the laptop up for my daughters that do homework and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, so I buy the HDMI cables. They're 10 feet long, so I can reach it from the desktop to the TV. And I start watching it, and it starts filtering on me. It's off and on and off and on and off and on. I'm thinking it's the cable because it's a piece of crap, and I got it from Walmart. What do you think?
It could be. I don't know.
Okay. What do you do when you're streaming stuff to your TV? Do you use HDMI cables to stream?
Okay, you're kind of confusing me now because I don't stream any video.
Well, if you're watching a YouTube video and you want to put it to instead of watching it on your computer, you put it to your TV. Do you have a cable going from?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Like my computer, I use HDMI cable as well.
Okay. So where'd you get your HDMI cables? Because apparently the ones at Walmart suck.
I got mine from Amazon.
Amazon? Okay, good. All right. And they get good deals? Like what? Do you know what kind you got?
They're like, I think they're called like Amazon Basics. I think that's the brand.
Oh, okay. Basic.
But they're like normal priced.
Okay, so what makes Walmart ones then? If Amazon Basics is like the lowest of the low, does this make Walmart's the shit?
What?
Well, I'm saying this cord does not work.
Did you try it on like a different setup with like a different thing?
You're talking to me, Tech, and I'm just lucky I got a pitch. But no, the thing is, when I put it in, it shows the regular computer screen, okay? But then when I want to make the video go the entire screen, it starts cutting out on me.
Oh, is it just like the signal cutting out and not the...
Yes.
Because like the thing I had when I hooked my computer up to my TV was like the screen wasn't displaying properly. I like changed the resolution to like a lower resolution. It looked weird, but it looked fine. But that's not the same problem you're having, so I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, I'm just thinking I might just have to blow it up. That's all I'm saying. All right. Well, that's good. Well, I just wanted to know because you have some knowledge in HDMI cables, so and you like watching videos on your TV with women. Yes. Anyways, so let's get, now that we've talked about technical stuff here in our podcast, so how is Saga going, since that's the only book you're actually reading?
It's still good. Still good. It's actually interesting because they threw a curveball where it's like when Dango, the crazy robot, kidnapped Alana and Hazel and Grandma and Ghost Lady.
Wow,
and their animal pet that they are now using for milk.
How did he frickin' kidnap all these people? Like, come on. It's like after a while, it's kind of like, come on, you come too. Okay, I'm gonna be lonely. No, you come on with me. Okay, that's good. So he kidnapped Lion Cat, and he kidnapped.
No, he didn't. He didn't kidnap Lion Cat.
Okay, well, he said the cat, like, okay, that's fine. So he kidnapped a ghost. That's pretty special. How can you kidnap a ghost? But that's good.
No, I meant the cow animal thingy.
Oh,
that
okay. Okay. Now, so, and what's the curveball here?
Oh, that like when she was narrating it, she's like, we'd be stuck here for another couple of years or something crazy. So it's like, you thought this was just gonna be like the next arc, but it could be a while.
Really?
So unless they do another time jump.
Wow. So, I have to check that out. That's excellent. I always like. Is this the end of the next little? Are they gonna take a couple months off now, or is it they're still telling the story? Because
I think
they tell like
they're
6.
telling it because they just came back
They just came out. Oh, excellent. Oh, that's perfect.
a couple months ago.
Oh, sweet. Excellent. All right. So, what else? So, I want your ideas and I want your thoughts on Secret Wars and the stupid thing that DC's doing. What do you think?
Why do?
Is it contingents or whatever it is? I don't know. It's crisis. Just call it crisis and get it over with. Nothing wrong with calling it freaking Crisis. He called every other crossover they did. They had Final Crisis, Identity Crisis, and all these other kind of crises. And Crisis, of course. So you have all these other crises. Well, I might as well call this one a crisis, for Pete Crisis' sakes.
Or the 50-second crisis.
50 yeah, there you go. 52 crisis, and you won't be one. Like, what? Exactly, Iggy. Got a problem with her. 99 problems. She's one of them. Yeah, Iggy. Anyway, so basically, Secret Wars, pretty much, it's coming now. It's almost here. Have you seen what's going to happen? What do you know so much of Secret Wars?
I just know that they're going to, like, I don't know, it was kind of confusing, because, like, the battle planet or whatever, is, like, everything combined.
Old Man Logan, merged out with the...
I don't know.
It's going to be interesting to see how they pull this off. Now, they're getting stuff, they're starting to reveal a little bit at what happens after Secret Wars, and it's like, oh, you got like 50 Thors. Oh, okay, so you're turning it into the Green Lantern Corps with a whole bunch of Thors. I get you. So Beta Ray Bill, or Beta Ray Bill, and who wants Beta? Nobody wants Beta. It's bad. Anyways, and then you get the Frog Thor and Real Thor and the Red-Haired Thor and the Ultimate Universe Thor. So you got a whole bunch of Thors going to be defending the universe. Okay, good luck on that. Okay, my question is to you about all this. Do you think Marvel needed to blow up their universe?
No.
Nope, not at all. Do you think they blew it up because they ran out of ideas?
I don't think they ran out of ideas. I think they just, like they said, they just wanted to have a more streamlined, where they could use all the characters across the board in, like, one cohesive universe.
Like they did in the old times. Well, you know something? The old times was handled by almost one man and one man all by himself. And that man's name was?
Stan Lee and Jack Kirby.
Damn right. Well, that's two men, but that's all right. I'll give you that. Hey, Jack did, you know something? All these artists complain they have a hard time getting one issue done. Jack was doing like 3 or 4 a month. So figure that out. And it was just, that's Jack for you. That's why he's the king. Anyways, but yeah, Stan wrote most of the books, and so he kept everything in cohesiveness, and so that's why I like reading those essentials. You say, Joe, you buy all these essentials. Why do you buy them? Because it's back in the 60s and 70s where things were, you're right, it was more streamlined and coherent. Okay, this guy is in this book, now he's over in this book, but at least they made a reference to the book he was in. How'd you get out of jail? Well, I thought you were stopped by the Fantastic Four back in issue number 9 of the Fantastic Four. Oh, I broke out using a toothpick or something like that. I don't know. That's how I would break out of prison. But anyways, it's the streamlined cohesiveness that they want to get back to. Well, that's fine. You better have yourself, and they do have their architects, as they say, Marvel has their architects of guys who are going to be building this back up again. It'll be very interesting to see, but if all the universes had to go, DC has to get blown up. And they're the recent one. But I don't like them. I still read a couple of books, but it's like I'm just having a hard time with DC right now. It's just like, What do you think about that, Tech?
About what?
About DC.
I like Batman. Everything else is.
Yeah, yeah. Did you see Batman at the Oscars?
No.
Everything is awesome. They're doing the Lego thing for Song of the Year, and they had Will Arnett, who did the voice of Batman and Lego Batman. He got on a guitar and he started singing. Darkness, no parents. That's all he sang in the song. Just playing guitar. It was awesome. It was great. But Marvel, I like the fact they're bringing back Secret Wars. That is fantastic. I like to see where it goes. If they change things up, Marvel is doing something to kind of shake things up. Bendis is leaving the X-Men. I think they're just going to give up on the X-Men, to be honest.
Yeah, I do too.
Shut up, Cyclops.
I'm just saying.
Cyclops
The like Inhuman
that's not going to work.
Plan looks like it's happening.
Yeah, and it's not working either because nobody gives a flying frick. Who gives a frick about the Inhumans? Really? Do you? No. They're smart.
Miss Marvel, she's cool. Black Bolt's cool. Lockjaw's cool. Medusa's cool. All those people are cool.
When the dog that doesn't
Karnak.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Well, you know.
He took a dive.
They always come back.
Okay, there you go. Well, maybe without the head. Anyways, that he went diving, buddy. Anyway, so basically, I'm very excited for Secret Wars. It'll be very interesting to see how they play it off. It's Hickman writing it, so you know it's going to be this great big jalopy of a story that somehow will be awesome. It'll have some great scenes, people being the stars. It's just going to be very awesome. DC, I'm very cautious about that. Something, I will give them props for the diversity that they're doing after everything goes down because there's a lot of weird stuff happening. A lot of different creators coming in, a lot of different looks. It's a diversity kind of thing that they want to try to do with DC. It's something that I don't want to say they're taken from the new Image. You know what I'm saying? Because the Image is kind of like all out there. It's not just superheroes anymore. But it's a very different sense of what DC was. It's a very 180 from what they've done before. Yes, it's lots of heroes still, but it's the way they convey it. It's going to be very different. They're taking what they're trying to evolve the idea of what superheroes are now with the artwork. It's very nice to see. I'll give them props for trying it. Let's see how well it works. That's what I'll say. That's all I'll say about that. But Secret Wars has got me stoked because Old Man Logan is got a part in there. Like it's gonna be. So basically, it'd be nice to see because Wolverine's dead, right? So therefore, Old Man Logan is still alive. So therefore, we get to see Wolverine in the miniseries, and it's the Wolverine that everybody loves, Old Man Logan. So there you go, Schnick. There you go.
I just want to see how it ties into the Incursion storyline because it's supposed to take place after that, right?
I thought there's going to the way it looks like there's two worlds going to be left over at the very end, and it's the Ultimate Universe and the Marvel Universe, apparently. But I don't know how you get all these other worlds part of it too, right?
Just what I'm confused is I thought they were combining them because the Ultimates are in one of the new Avengers issues, but I haven't read it yet. So.
Yeah. So well, I think they just were teasing the cover. I think that was it. But yeah, because Reed Richards on the Ultimate Universe side is a crazy, as the kids say today, mother effer. So he's able to cross the dimensions because he's a smart son of a bitch. And they got Reed on our side who's just getting hounded by everybody. But so it's going to be very interesting. I don't know how they're getting the Old Man Logan and all these other Hulk Future and Perfect worlds all combined, but I think when those two worlds finally attack each other and maybe they'll just shatter, and then whatever remnants of whatever's left will kind of be pieced together into Battle World, and then we'll see who survives after that. My money's on Marvel. A little inside knowledge there. I think they're gonna pull through. Well, if you had $3, all right, which you do now, congratulations. just little inside knowledge there too. Would you pay for Secret Wars or would you pay for this contingents?
I don't read events anymore.
I'm
So.
just saying, if you had $3
if
and
I
you
had
weren't
to,
going to Subway, which
well,
one are you going to have?
Secret Wars, of course.
There you
Because
go. Because see, that's the thing. Secret Wars, it traps back to the old fogey in me when I was just a kid, 8 to 10 years old. I can't remember when it came. It came out during the same time as Crisis, so I think I was about 10. And it was so awesome because I picked up the last issue. The last issue of Secret Wars, the very first one. And I opened it up, and all the heroes were dead. Because Doom had trapped the power of the Beyonder within himself, and he just went and he just zapped all the good guys and killed them all, except for a healing woman who healed back Colossus because they were in love with each other, and then so she saved Colossus, and then she croaked because she used all of her life to do it. And then Colossus brought all the heroes back to life, and then they all fought Doom, and it was all. But it's like, I opened the page, bam, all my heroes are dead. Spidey, Thor, Hulk, dead. And it was like, wow. It's like, that was quite crazy. So it was good. Have you picked up Planetary yet?
I think I did. I don't think I read it, though.
Well, that's good. Well, at least you have it. For one day when I get older and you're looking after me. And I'll say, change my diaper. And you'll be like, no. Well, give me something to read then. And then you'll give me the Planetaries, and I'll be happy for the rest of my life. Because I'll be dead 2 days later because you haven't changed my diaper. Anyway, but anyways, back to Secret Wars. And then Secret Wars 2 was just a big pile of crap. Don't read Secret Wars if you get a chance to go back, and they'll probably have some sale on it. Off your website, and then Secret Wars 2, just walk away from it. Don't look at it. Don't even look at it. It's not even worth your time. There you go. The Beyonder, it's God on Earth. That's how they played it, and it was like, stupid. There you go. All right. So let's get to talking about video games. Now, you have played a new game, and it's called The Order. And how are you enjoying that?
I liked it.
Oh, you're saying it now in past tense.
Yeah.
So
I finished it.
So you have played it, you've done it, you wiped your butt with it, and now you've tossed it away. Was it worth the money that you shelled out for it?
Yeah.
And would you?
It was the best looking game I've ever played.
What?
Easily.
What?
Yeah.
The best what?
Best looking game I've ever played. I mean that aside though, there are like some shortcomings in like the story and whatnot, but yeah.
That's 5 hours.
It's not. I don't know how long it is, but it's not about the length, dude. It's about the experience.
First of all, I know where you're coming from with this talk. And you can say that to those girls anytime you want. They'll probably tell you different. It's not the size of the ship, it's the motion on the ocean. Is that what you're trying to get at? There you go. No. Yes, you are. That's exactly what you're saying, you pervert. I love it. Anyways, so you're saying it was the best game you ever played?
No, I did not say that.
I think you said it was the best game.
I did not say that was the best game I've ever played. It's not even my top 5.
Oh, wow.
Or 10.
So you said it was the best what?
I'm just saying it's the best looking game. It looks amazing. Like, you have PS4 and you like want to see some amazing graphics. Check it out.
Do you say that to girls when you're meeting up with them? No. Hey, girl, you're the best looking game I've ever seen. You should. That actually sounds pretty good.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, then they say what? And then you talk to them for a bit. Then you explain to them how nice they look. And you're the game, and they're the game, and you're the player. That's what you say. I'm the player, girl. Oh, there you go. So okay, so it was like a 9-hour game, and it was the best looking 9 hours you've ever spent. So tell us a little bit about this game. So basically, what I'm hearing is that it's a secret order of warriors dealing with some heavy, like, extraterrestrial crap.
extraterrestrial. No aliens.
No, what is it then?
And why do I want to spoil it? There's stuff going on, and they're dealing with it, and then it's weird though, because they never really go too deep into like backstory as far as like what they've been through, but they imply and they're like mentioned in passing of like in ye olden days I have been a knight and seen things, and I've been through the stuff, and we've done stuff, and yeah, and we're awesome.
Don't you hate it when girls talk like that? Hey, do you know that guy? And, okay, yeah, we're gonna play a little role playing here. All right, you're gonna and you're gonna be sorry to say the tech. You're gonna be the girl, and I'm gonna be the guy. And and I want you to repeat the same things you said to me. All right, here we go. Hey, you know that guy?
Hey, I'm supposed to repeat the same thing you say?
No, what you just said. What you just said to me about the game, about what the hey, because okay, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we've done stuff. I've seen things. We've done some stuff. Okay. So here we go. All right, here we go. Hey, you know that guy?
Yeah, we've been through things and done stuff.
What? You taught me like that? Hey, there you go. Very good. Good role playing. I like the voice too. That was actually pretty. Things I make you do. Absolutely. All right. So it'd be best looking game. You found a Sackboy in the game.
Yep.
Was it that hard to find? Because everybody's finding Sackboy. I see a
No.
whole bunch of pictures. No, he's just right there.
Yeah, he's in one of the thingies you can walk up and examine.
Oh, very nice. Now, so what's the coolest thing about the game?
The coolest thing, I guess, would be the variety, because it's not just like going through and shooting stuff in the face all the time. There's like different stuff to do besides that. Like sometimes you're investigating, sometimes you're
Fighting.
You're doing stealth stuff. Sometimes you're in knife fights with creatures, and it's like, oh, push the button. Oh.
Are you in charge of 4 distinct characters, or is it just one guy and then they play a level and then you get the stealthy one and then you get the fighting one?
You're just the one dude through the whole thing.
But there's 4 characters.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be able to play as all 4? Doesn't that tick you off?
That's not that the narrative fits the way the game plays.
Okay, so you're playing as the guy.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. And are these other 3 any useful at all?
There's not really very many instances where it's all four of you doing stuff at the same time. It's usually just like you and one person.
Is that because of the way it's written, or do you think it's because they can't put 4 people on the screen?
No. There was parts where there's like 4 people doing stuff. I think it's just the way that the game is structured.
Okay, excellent. So that's the best game you've played this year. Of course, it's the only game you've played this year. So because it's the only game.
That is true.
Because it's the only game that's been out this year. So do you think? All right, I want your honest opinion, because I do trust you as a man of gaming and science and love. Are we having a hard time here with the PS4 and the Xbox One with actual games?
We are right now. It's kind of going from last holiday or this holiday from like then to now. It's like not things seem to be missing their mark.
Yeah.
Depending on like what you're playing, so
Exactly. Well, exactly right. Because the thing when we talk, laugh and joke about like the 5-hour video game and all that this game's 5. What 5 hours is now, in 8 years from now, because this is a 10-year cycle we're looking at, right? Then we're looking at maybe a 50-hour game. It's all about technology.
But there's already 50-hour games. Like Dragon Age is really long.
And it's graphically is. See, that's. Do you sacrifice the time for graphics, or do you sacrifice the graphics for time? It's that balance.
You didn't have to sacrifice them though, because Dragon Age looks just fine.
So it's just the order was a piece of crap.
No, it's just that was what they wanted to make. And they made it.
And they made it all right.
They didn't want to make any compromises on their vision.
Nope. Because when I ate all my chicken burgers last night, I compromised later on that night, and I was satisfied with what I delivered.
I've played Destiny for like over 500 hours.
Yes,
and
and that's why I want to talk to you about this. See, and that's graphic. It was fantastic, and game-wise, it's fantastic. So, have you subsided your Destiny because of this?
I did for the 2 days I played through it because I didn't really play that much Destiny, but I've kept back on Destiny anyway, so whatever.
What? Why? Because you maxed out again?
No, because I was having less fun, and I was like, the more time I'm putting in, and I'm like churning out my playing, it's just, it's just making me feel stressful and not have as much fun with the game. So I need to just take a chill pill and cut back to enjoy it more.
So you got bored with the grinding.
I didn't get bored. It's just the grinding was getting to me, and I was like, it's like if I keep doing this, I'm gonna get burnt out and like hate this game. So I need to just not play as much.
Okay, that sounds good. I like your ideas there. Now, okay, and you played it for 500 hours, so that's a long time to...
Well, I play every week. I play every Tuesday.
Because that's when the new stuff drops. Now, so basically you're going to take a break till the...
No, I'm not taking a break. I just play it weekly now instead of every day.
That's good. Now, when's the next big drop coming?
Sometime between April and June.
So you're saying May?
Well, it could be April, May, or June. We don't know yet.
You said sometime between April and June.
Well, sometime in the second quarter of the year.
Oh, look at you, businessman. That's right. Second quarter. Exactly. Oh, that's good. So, and that will bring you... Is there still a lot of people playing the game?
Yeah.
Like, how much... If you gave a percentage of the drop on people, like say, okay, there's been a 10% drop of what was there to now, how much has there been a drop of? In your guesstimation, a quarter?
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, let's take a room that you jumped in, right? And how many people were in the room to when you first started playing?
That's not how it works though, because I always play by myself unless I'm raiding.
Okay. And so when you're raiding, is there like this big ginormous number?
It's only 6 of us.
So of the 6 of you that played at the very start, how many are still there?
All of us.
100%. There's been no droppage at all. See, isn't that great? Now
Well, I mean, our group has changed, but it's still like people that were playing at the beginning. So
okay. So who was your team to begin with?
At first it was like, I think it was Me Gamer, RPG Tropical, Crafty, and Zafro. And then also Thrallmine and Yukino were playing a lot, but they dropped off. Also Dagger and Seth were playing quite a bit. They dropped off. Let's see. And so basically from that group, it's except for like Yukino, Thrall, I don't see them online as much, and Seth and Dagger, the rest of us play just as much. So.
No, I thought.
Oh, Crafty doesn't play as often anymore either. Actually.
I thought you were going to kick off RPG.
But then some people have played more. Like I see, whatchamacallit on, whatchamacallit, wow, I can't think of her name. Seek and Destroy. And then I saw Symbiote playing, because I didn't even know he had a PS4. And then, Sid and JR.
Oh, JR.
See them playing.
Watch out for JR.
Oh, E-Dragon. E-Dragon also plays. It seems that he plays more too, because like, back in the day, I didn't see... Oh, he didn't have a PS4, that's why. And then, like, he got a PS4, so yeah. Okay, I played him today, actually. I played him this morning to do the knife hauls.
See? And life is good.
Yeah.
Are you able to talk to him?
It's like we lost people, but we also gained people, so you know.
Are you able to talk to him?
Sometimes.
All right. When you're on with Georgie, all right. I want you to say, "Hey, Georgie." Buffy says, "Hey." All right. You're gonna do it just like that, and I'll be happy. Hey. All right. So the thing is Azalea. Let's talk about her for a second. Like what? Like, come on. Get a new gimmick. Anyways, so let us talk about... so what's coming up in this coming month, or at least March now? Is there any games coming out that's really piqued your interest?
there's games that have piqued my interest, but I'm gonna wait and see on them. Like besides the remasters, because remasters are already like a known quantity, so I already know they're good. But I
Is that it?
I ended up picking up GTA 5 on the PS4, and I kind of regretted it because I was like, this doesn't. I don't feel like this is any different.
No,
Except for the first person thing.
exactly.
I was like, why did I do that? Well, I guess it was on sale, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Oh, wait, no, it was not. Okay, never mind. I remember how I got it for cheaper. That's why.
That's well, exactly 5-finger discount. Anyways, but the thing is the remastered games just another way of let's say Sony kind of saying, oh, we can't get any new games out, but here, take our remastered stuff, and here that'll fill your face for a while.
Well, it's not Sony. It's all the publishers because they're like, well, they were all apprehensive about developing stuff on the current gen or the next gen stuff, the newer stuff, and they're like, well, it's money. It could be a gamble. We might lose millions. So now they're like, well, we already got these games made. We just gotta give them a HD boob implant and make them look pretty, 1080p, 60 frames. Ooh, yeah. And they do it.
And okay, so you've played some of these remastered ones. So which one is the one that really sticks out as truly master of the remasters? There's your title for the show, anyways.
Well, none of them really, because I play them and I feel like you don't really need to play them. You can just play the original, and there's nothing really, unless there's like a performance thing where it's like, oh, it runs in blah 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 frames per second, whereas like the PS2 version is super frame rate dipping all over the place, and you can barely see what's going on in some parts.
No, as you would say, it's not about the dipping; it's about the performance.
Like some of the Enders, there's like some slowdown, but like on the PS3 version, it's not slowdown. Also, Mega Solid, just because it's like you can have them all in one disc. That's so awesome. And then let's see what else. There are very few, that's for sure.
So which remastered ones have you purchased?
On PS3 or PS4?
PS4.
Just GTA.
And okay, so what have you done for PS3 then?
The Sly Cooper stuff, the Ratchet and Clank stuff, Tekken, the Shadow Colossus Eco one.
Oh, okay. So I get you. All right, I thought you've been picking up the PS4 because there's been a whole bunch of remastered ones that have been coming up from there, right? They've grabbed a couple PS3 titles, together and threw them on. Hey, here's PS4.
After so many, it's like, or after you play one, and you're like, oh.
It's like when I picked up the Gods of War from the.
Oh yeah, I got the PS2,
the
God of War trilogy as well for PS3.
And I played that for like 2 minutes. I was like, oh my god, this is horrible. I can't believe I actually played in the PS2 and it was great. I was like, it's horrible. They didn't do nothing. It's horrible.
I mean, it's a nice convenience if you never got to play them, because it's like, you can't just go into a store and be like, do you have the PS2 version of this PS2 game that's super old and not available?
Anyway, yeah. Party. I understand. But the thing is, you're seeing a lot of this PS4. They're throwing out remastered things left, right, and center now. It's like, okay, so they got the Fables one out now. They got a couple others that I saw that I can't recall because I'm old. But it's like, oh, okay. Oh, I just dropped my wedding ring. That's not good. Oh God, I'll be single now. All right, but it's just, are we gonna see? Well, okay, I'm gonna change the idea. Okay, so we're getting all these remastered ones for the PS4. When you could play these games on your PlayStation TV. Are you interested in PlayStation TV? Because I heard there was
yeah, I already bought one.
And so basically, it's a rental service.
No. PlayStation TV is like you can play Vita games and PSP games as long as you're digital, because it doesn't take any disc media. You just have to play stuff off the memory card.
All right, so
as long as it's compatible, or you can stream it from your PS4 or 3.
Okay, so basically, explain to me PlayStation TV, because from what I saw, is say, oh hey, I can play Dead Space. I can buy Dead Space for like $4 on the PlayStation TV. And it's no, you can rent it for an hour for $4.99, and then or for a day for $4.99, and then it gets more expensive as the day. You want to do it for a week? It's like $17.99. It feels like a rental service.
You can like stream and download stuff. Like you don't have like it like you can't because you can't put a disc in it. It has to be able to play by downloading or streaming.
Yeah.
So it's limited to doing that.
Okay.
But like the library that it has is, tons of like whatever is there to play. So it's a lot of games.
So how much?
Because
how much?
Because it's like you don't have to buy them. You can just stream it or like for cheap instead of buying it for $60 or whatever. So it's like if you want to play the Order and not pay it for $60 just for the 5 hours of it's just an okay game. You can just stream it for $5 or whatever. So
okay, excellent. All right, that's interesting. That's very interesting. That makes me and so how much money have you spent on this PlayStation TV? Like guys, and how much money have you spent streaming stuff down?
Oh, I don't stream anything. I just play the stuff I've already bought off the store.
Oh, okay, and that just works. So that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I basically just use it to play my like Vita and PSP games on a TV, like on a bigger screen.
That's a lot of games.
Because you can also play with a controller, which is not how the Vita and PSP work, since they don't have that.
That's right.
It's like an analog stick.
Exactly. All right. Perfect. All right. Well, is there anything else you want to talk about today?
I'm playing Mass Effect again. It's awesome.
Oh, really? So what's changed this time?
Just playing on PlayStation 3. Finally. Or the first one anyway, and I'm going to play all through the...
So, what's this I hear about Mass Effect 4?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Baloney. Every night you go and before you go to bed, you look online and you look for latest news on Mass Effect 4. Then you go to bed. Then you wake...
It's not even called that.
And then you wake up, and in fact, I'm going to argue this, I don't even think you go to sleep. And I say it's 6 o'clock in the morning. You get up, you turn on the computer, and then you look for more news on Mass Effect just in case something happened overnight.
That did kind of happen this week actually, but it wasn't exactly the way how you said it. Because I went to sleep and I woke up at 7 a.m. and I was like, "What? How am I awake already?"
What?
And I went to sleep at like 4 or 5 or something. And I was like, "What? I'm not. What? No. Why am I awake?"
You need okay. All right, as a guy who's 10 years your senior, all right? You have to get some sleep. All right?
Well, if my body is like, ding dong, tuck in, wake up, it's morning, or whatever, I'm like, oh, whatever. Yeah, cereal.
Yeah, Raisin Bran.
And I took a power nap anyway before I went to work, so it was fine. It balanced out.
You need a solid 8 hours.
Solid 8, really?
Yes.
I thought it was 6 to 8.
No, it's 7 is like the middle ground. But I'm just saying 8 would be preferably, all right? Because you need the rest. You're a slugger, champ. You gotta get your rest, let your body recuperate. Because as a man 10 years your senior, your back, you only have one back, and if you knock it out, you're done. So there you go. And then you'll be trying. Then you gotta get into playing video games professionally to try to make a living. So it's like, okay. And then you won't be able to get outside your door because you won't be able to fit. Eating all your Cheetos and your fast food and all that kind of stuff. Best food you ever make. Best food you make in the week that you make.
Make.
So
I only make cereal.
You don't eat fast food.
If you don't count microwave food or oven made pizza.
See? And you're giving me the talk about Mr. I don't eat fast food.
But I don't eat oven pizza all the time.
No, you eat cardboard. Microwave food, cardboard. That's what that is. You might as well just do that. Yeah. Hungry Man's?
No.
No? Okay. So you actually make something and then you just and that lasts you for the whole week.
I have like a set thing, like it's weird. I have this whole thing of like I will buy stuff every week and like that's what I'll eat, and I'll just like buy it again next week.
Chicken.
I don't eat a lot of meat, so no, I eat chicken.
You eat? What do you mean? You're not a veterinarian, are you?
I was kind of headed down that path at once upon a time, but I ate too much stuff that is not, or like that would make me not consider that. Like I can't give up bacon or cheese or yogurt
Yeah.
or other stuff with
Yeah.
cheese in it.
Don't
Because cheese is delicious.
don't eat veterinarians. It's a bad thing to do. Vegetarians, yes, but veterinarians, no. Anyway, but so basically, it's this philosophy: she don't eat meat, but she sure loves the bone. Is that what you're saying?
You're so stupid. I don't answer that.
You're actually see, this is the things that interest me about you, brother. It's like, oh, I didn't know you almost were a veterinarian.
Well, I was watching. Well, the thing is, I watch a lot of documentaries on Netflix, and I watch these like really compelling documentaries of like why you shouldn't eat meat. And I stopped eating like anything that was like.
The cat.
Yeah.
Are you a 5th level vegan? Do you eat anything that you don't eat anything that casts a shadow?
No.
Okay.
I mean, for the most part, unless I'm over my grandparents' house, I don't. And then, like, if I'm over there and my grandma makes bacon, I will eat it. It's delicious, and I can't resist it.
And you're over at your grandma's every day. That's what you don't tell nobody. Every day you're over there eating, absolutely. Oh, Tekken, it's always fun to learn more things about you. Well, I hide.
I'm sure she makes scrambled eggs as well, so it's like that would also be not considered vegan because eggs come from birds. So yeah.
So then, what do you eat for? Do you like stir fry, like rice and veg?
Yeah, like well, it's not stir fry, but it's like rice with vegetables in it that I microwave, and then yogurt, and then that's like dinner.
You gotta try the Greek yogurt. Do you try the Greek yogurt?
No, I haven't tried that.
You try it. It's got protein in it at least, and that'll give you a boost.
And then for breakfast, it's raisin bran with rice milk in it.
Rice milk. Are you lactose intolerant? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm just saying. Do you know? Okay, so they did this study down in the United States of America. You might know this place. Anyway, so basically they took a whole bunch of kids under the age of 3. All right, they told half to not be given any peanut butter. All right.
I think I saw this.
And they gave
I saw the headline. I didn't read the thingy.
And
it's like if they expose them to their allergies, they like have a less chance of becoming allergic to it.
Exactly. So 3% of the kids who had peanut butter got the allergy, as opposed to 70% of the kids who were not exposed to peanuts got the allergy. 3%. That's insane. That is literally insane. Jeez, that just blew my mind. Exactly. So I'm glad my mom gave me Reese peanut butter cups when I was a baby. I don't have any teeth left, but I'm glad that no, I'm just teasing. No, Reese peanut butter cups saved my life. There you go. All right. So, anything else, Techie, that you talk about Mass Effect?
I was gonna say, do you see the whole Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe thing?
I want to see. I'm very trepidatious about. Ooh, look at that word, trepidatious. Thank you very much. I'm very trepidatious about what they're going to do with him in Civil War. 'Cause he's going to show up in Civil War. He is. Will he take off the mask this time around? I don't think so. I think that was the greatest mistake Marvel ever did. It was. Thank you. Is there somebody in there with you?
No.
It sounds like somebody's over there giving you a kiss goodbye. Okay. You still talking to that honky up in Canada? I'm out of here. Honky. Anyways, but yeah, I think it'll be good. But I think that they've loaned Spidey back to Marvel, but they still have to do a movie for Sony. Is that how this deal works?
It's weird.
Sony still owns the rights to him.
Yeah.
They can loan him out, and that's good. We talked about this a couple of months back about how that's good. Hey, you get publicity for Spidey. You get more people wanting to go see Spider-Man when it hits Sony. There you go. And Marvel will help Sony build a better Spidey, because we all want to see a stronger Spidey in the box office. So it's like, okay, because a better Spidey means more adventures, and that's very good. So I definitely will see. I think in the closing credits of Captain America, you'll see Spider-Man, one of those little blips. It's like Howard the Duck in the you'll see Spider-Man just do some kind of statement and whip off, and it'll be, Spidey, and like that. That'll be it. But it'll be interesting. I'm very interested to see what will happen. I won't know how good Captain America Civil War will be until I see what happens at the end of Age of Ultron.
That comes out soon.
It is. And the thing is, we haven't really heard much. The hype hasn't really hit yet. It's very interesting. It's very interesting because, March, April, 2 months away from it, just destroying everything in the whole box office. So that's good. Hey, did you hear about 50 Shades of Grey?
No, I didn't.
All right. Well, you've heard about it because you've read the books, I'm sure. But there's a woman in Mexico who got arrested for doing the deed to herself while watching 50 Shades of Grey. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't. What do you mean? Do I know what you're talking about? No, I have not heard the story.
She's taking care of business while watching 50 Shades of Grey, watching the movie in the movie theater. So, okay, let's put this into imagination for you, Tekken. Techie goes to the movie theater down in Wichita, Kansas, all right? So he's watching the movie. All of a sudden, this strange woman comes and he's all by himself in the theater. And all of a sudden, this strange woman comes and sits beside him. And over the course of the movie, he finds out the woman beside him is really, really enjoying this movie. And that's exactly what happens. What would you feel like if that was happening?
I don't know. That'd be very disturbing.
Well, first of all, this is what you do. You lean over to it and you go, it's not the size of the ship. It's the motion on the ocean. There you go. It's the experience factor. But so just think if you're in a theater with a whole bunch of people, and this lady, and of course you're the lucky one to have me sitting beside this lady who's fingering through the yellow pages, flipping through the yellow pages, and of course, and she's enjoying it a lot more than you'd ever expect. It's like, wow, it's crazy. It's just crazy. What would you do, Tekken? What would you do?
I don't know what I would do.
And then there's these drunk women in Scotland went and saw the movie and attacked this man. I think they're trying to rip his clothes off after the movie. It's like, what the heck's going on with this world? See what happens when I'm not around to stop the trouble? That's what's up. Well, buddy, happy belated birthday again. 30 years old. You're my brother, all right? If there's anybody in this world who's my brother, you're my brother, all right?
Okay.
I love you. And I hope for another at least 30 to 60 more years out of your ass. All right? I hope to be, when I'm 100, you're 90, and we're still talking about Iggy Azalea and what her problem is. I have a video, because of what you said about cereal, I got to share it with you. I'll put it on your Facebook when I'm done this call. And you got to listen to the song, and you'll understand when you hear the one part of the song. It's right for you, so that's good. All right. It's good. Have you ever heard of the band Flight of the Conchords?
Yeah, I think so.
The comedy band? Okay, good. I'll send you the video. You'll like it. Yeah, you'll like it. All right, Techie. Sign us off, baby.
All right. So, until you see or hear from us again.
Yep, 2 months from now, probably. Big Techie goes.
This is the comic book talk something or other, or whatever.
That sounds about it today.
I guess we'll just keep calling it that, whatever.
The vegetarian comic book talk.
So yeah, until you see or hear from us again.
Mastering the Remasters. That's what the title of this thing is going to be.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And we're now signing off.